The biggest thing with the Clippers is I feel like they're missing their own identity, as a team, as a unit. So in saying that, let's talk about it. Once again, there's a lot of excitement around the Clippers right now in regards to, their move and their opportunity to get their own establishment. And, before I get into all that, though, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you can get the newest content first. And but hey, either way, as I said, the Clippers need their own identity. They need their own establishment. And, I feel like there's a lot of happiness around the Clippers right now because the last couple of days, the Intuit Dome is definitely getting a lot closer to the preparation or a lot closer to the destination that the Clippers would like it to be in, where they can actually go in there and play. And, that's the one thing I feel like, the Clippers as a team, will benefit from going into this new arena. It's nice, of course. I mean, it's like listed at close to $1.5 to $2 billion worth put into it by Steve Ballmer. It's a lot of toilets in regards to Steve Ballmer, something that he's excited about. A lot more bathrooms, a lot more everything, and a lot more comfortable space. And it's the Clippers having their own space goes a long way with the team. And it would be so good for the Clippers to be able to open up their new spot. And a banner arrive right afterwards by them winning a championship. That would be a perfect setting, for the Clippers, for them to open up their own arena finally and, have their own identity through their own arena along with their own fans. And on top of that, you open it up with a banner, the following season or the following year. I mean, that would be an all-time great, situation for the Clippers, all-time celebration. And it's a very possible chance the Clippers still can win. It's just going to be very hard, as I said before, Russell Westbrook and him being the focal point of your offense in regards to being your point guard. But, hopefully, for the Clippers' sake, they'll find a way around that, hopefully, and still, execute the plan and, do what was sought out for them to do at the beginning of this season, at the start of this season, which was to go out and win a championship. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, especially now that you got Russell Westbrook, a point guard. That's a wild card. You don't know what you're getting from night to night. You don't know how many mistakes he's going to make. You don't know how many good things he's going to do. You just know that you expect, the worst with Russ and just hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? That's just basically how you got to look at it with Russell Westbrook. I mean, you really can't look at him any other way. If you've watched him these last couple seasons, he's definitely, that's the only way to look at him, what I'm saying, as a wild card, and you just don't know. But apparently the Clippers are good with the unknown. But either way, this new arena will give them a new identity. It'll give them a new everything, their own space, and something that I feel like the Clippers as a organization needed years ago. I mean, having your own home is nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? So them playing in the Staples Center for years, I mean, you could say it was a good fit, and really it was, what I'm saying, when it was a Staples Center. But now that they've changed the crypto.com, arena and all this other type stuff, it doesn't even really have the same feel as Staples Center, years ago when Kobe was there and, other great players was there and everything, it just doesn't have the same feel, in general. I mean, the Staples Center is what it's supposed to be in my mind always. They should have never even changed it. But I mean, different management, different everything like that comes with a lot of changes. So, I mean, we have to adapt and just adjust. That's the only thing we can do. But we're all going to remember the Staples Center if we're old enough to remember it, and all the memories there and all the good everything. The good Clippers teams that were there with Blake and, Chris Paul and everything. I mean, you had a lot of players on there, just a lot of, high times, basically, what I'm saying, good moments, at Staples Center. But when it turned to crypto, I really thought that was the turning point in regards to the Clippers need to make their own move. move, because the crypto, of course, is only going to be looked at more of the Lakers, just as the Staples Center was. So now that the Clippers have an opportunity to get their own and their own establishment, their own fans there, and only Clippers fans coming there, for the most part, not too many outsiders or anything like that. Having your own arena goes a long way. And I feel like it helps with the team's identity on the floor as well. I mean, because now it's like, okay, we got our own home, our own establishment. This is our home. We have to protect our house. The fact that they're sharing a house with the Lakers, they're always going to be, the team in the basement. They're always going to be the little brother across the hall. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the Clippers, if they're really going to, be a team that, can contend for championships going forward, then they need to have their own identity, which is their own house, which is their own arena. And that is something that I feel like Steve Ballmer, made a good investment in with this team and everything, because if they can, like I said, if they can, open up the doors of this new arena and raise a banner the following year, I mean, you're talking like that's a huge celebrational type situation, especially for a team who's never won a championship in team history and who's been around long enough to win one, just hasn't, been fortunate enough to win one yet. That's huge, for the Clippers if they can do that. You know what I'm saying? So it would be a perfect timing type situation as well. And I think Kawhi and PG and everybody would really, embrace the whole situation even more. We got a new arena. We got a championship. We hanging up a banner. These are our fans. This is our house. We need to be the best version of the Clippers ever. You know what I'm saying? And then you never know. They'll come out there and, like I said, playing in your own home and your own fans. I mean, you come out there, it gives you a little bit extra kick. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Clippers might be one of the only teams in the league that don't get that extra boost from their fans at times, because, I mean, there's a mixture between a lot of Lakers fans there watching a Clippers game to root against them, and there's a lot of Clippers fans there rooting for them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, some people just go to games just to go to them. I've been to a lot of games where, I've been to Lakers games, and where I've seen, the Lakers playing a different opponent. This was years ago. I think one of my first Lakers games I ever been to a long time ago. This was years ago, and I actually seen a couple of fans of the different team there. I mean, and I actually spoke to those people. My father was speaking to those people, and next thing we know, they're not even a fan, of the Lakers. They were a fan of the Phoenix Suns, but they were there at a Lakers game just because. So my point is, if you share an arena with a team, you're going to have so much optimism in the arena just because of you're running into Lakers fans just as much as you're running into Clippers fans. Sometimes it doesn't even really feel like a home game, you know what I'm saying, for the Clippers. Like if the Clippers play the Lakers, it's really not a home game for them, feel like, because it's like half and half divided. Whereas if they had their own arena, of course, it might, be some Lakers fans there, but it might be more Clippers fans there to give the Clippers that extra boost, that extra kick. You know what I'm saying, as a team. And like I said, Kawhi and PG seem excited about it, along with Steve Ballmer and everybody on the team. And I feel like they all definitely had a hand in on the situation. You can actually go online and look at some of the pictures where they have on their hard hats walking through the whole arena and, looking at new structures and everything, and how looking at the blueprints of how certain things turned out and how it is now, and from where it was when they started building it. It's definitely a good situation for the Clippers, and hopefully they can utilize that as motivation for them to continuously be the team that they are and push for higher heights. You know what I'm saying? Because opening a new arena like that, you want to open it up with a championship. That would be like I said, that'd be the greatest thing to ever happen to the Clippers. And if they can continue on being a good team, a championship caliber type team or a contending team, that arena, that stadium will definitely have, a lot of its own memories, rather than just living off the memories of the Lakers in the crypto.com arena, which used to be the Staples Center. So, I mean, definitely shout out to the Clippers for that. Definitely, can't wait for that to happen, but it'd also be great to win a championship with it. Kawhi Leonard will open up a new situation, new establishment with the team, and him winning a championship along with that will be ultimately great, and be obviously great to see for the rest of the Clippers guys on the roster and the Clippers fans as well.